What if you could whisper a sentence so impactful, so deeply connected to the inner workings of your partner's mind, that it lingered in their thoughts long after the moment had passed? Imagine planting a seed in their subconscious, one that blossomed into a magnetic bond they couldn't ignore. It's not magic or manipulation, it's the untapped potential of words, crafted with precision, rooted in ancient Stoic wisdom, and aligned with the psychology of human connection. In today's exploration, we're diving into what I call Dark Stoic Psychology, a blend of timeless Stoic principles and the subtle art of influencing emotions in your relationship. Whether you're reigniting the spark in a long-term partnership or deepening the connection with someone new, the way you speak to your partner can transform how they feel about you and about themselves on an almost primal level. There's a reason why Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." The words you choose in your relationship are the brushstrokes that paint the emotions, memories, and bonds you share. Yet, most people underestimate their power. A careless remark can create distance, while a carefully chosen phrase can leave your partner mesmerized, unable to stop thinking about you. Words, when wielded intentionally, act as emotional mirrors. They reflect not just what you see in your partner, but what they aspire to see in themselves. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast lake at dawn. The still water reflects the world so perfectly that it feels almost magical. Your words can serve the same purpose, showing your partner their best self, with you as the calm, steady presence amplifying their beauty. Here's the secret. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel understood, valued, and admired. It's not about flattery or showering them with compliments. It's about using language to tap into their deepest desires, values, and fears. When your partner feels truly seen by you, they'll find it almost impossible to resist the pull of that connection. Think of it as weaving a golden thread through their mind. Each carefully chosen word adds another loop, creating a tapestry of shared dreams and emotions. And the beauty of this technique lies in its simplicity. It doesn't require grand gestures or rehearsed speeches. It's about authenticity, timing, and understanding the psychological triggers that create connection. Affirmations hold the power to reshape your thoughts and create irresistible confidence in your relationship. They remind you of your worth and help you connect deeply with your partner. Here is your affirmation. I speak with authenticity. Write this affirmation in the comments below and let it anchor your belief in the strength of your connection. If this resonated with you, show your love by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. We pour our hearts into creating meaningful content to help you build deeper, more fulfilling relationships. Your support means everything to us. Picture your relationship as a flame. Most couples spend their time either smothering it with too many words or neglecting it altogether, letting it flicker out. The secret to irresistible connection is neither. It's about being the steady hand that fans the flame at just the right moments. Words are the oxygen, feeding the fire of intimacy and making it burn brighter without overwhelming it. Or imagine your connection as a garden. Carelessly tossed seeds may sprout, but they'll never thrive. When you speak with intention, every word becomes a seed planted in fertile soil, watered with consistency and warmth. These seeds grow into a lush, unshakable bond. Your partner won't just hear your words, they'll feel them taking root in their heart. What sets this apart from ordinary relationship advice is the Stoic philosophy that underpins it. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our words, actions, and emotions, while letting go of the things we can't. In relationships, this means speaking not to manipulate, but to create an environment where your partner feels drawn to you naturally. Let's be clear, Dark Stoic Psychology isn't about trickery. It's about mastering the delicate balance of understanding your partner's emotional triggers while remaining grounded in authenticity. Think of it as wielding a finely honed sword, not to harm, but to cut through the noise and connect directly to their core. For example, instead of saying something generic like, "You're amazing," you could reflect a deeper truth back to them. The way you light up when you talk about your passions, it's like seeing pure energy in motion. I love watching you come alive like that. Notice how this moves beyond surface-level admiration to something uniquely tied to their essence. This isn't flattery, it's resonance. The reason these techniques are so effective is rooted in human nature. We all crave validation, not the shallow kind, but the kind that feels earned, personal, and sincere. When you speak to your partner in a way that highlights their strengths, reflects their values, and acknowledges their dreams, you're giving them something most people never take the time to offer, a mirror that shows their best self. And here's the kicker. This approach doesn't just make your partner feel good. It makes them associate those feelings with you. Like a favorite song tied to a cherished memory, your words will replay in their mind, leaving a lasting impression they can't shake. With great power comes great responsibility. These techniques are meant to deepen genuine connections, not to manipulate or control. Authenticity is the foundation of everything we'll discuss. If your words don't align with your actions, they'll fall flat, and the connection you're trying to build will crumble. So, before we dive into the exact phrases and techniques that will make your partner unable to resist your pull, ask yourself, are you ready to speak with intention, to build something real and lasting? If the answer is yes, stick with me, because what comes next could change the way you communicate in your relationship forever. The ancient Stoics believed that our power lies in how we choose to respond to the world around us. In your relationship, this means choosing words that inspire, comfort, and connect. It's about becoming the partner your significant other can't stop thinking about, not because of manipulation, but because of the depth and authenticity of your connection. So, let's get started. Together, we'll unlock the secrets of Dark Stoic Psychology and discover how a few carefully chosen words can make 99.9% of people, especially the one you love, irresistibly drawn to you. Number 1. Master the art of pausing. Have you ever noticed how a moment of silence can feel louder than 1,000 words? Imagine being in a conversation with your partner where the pause between your words doesn't create awkwardness but builds anticipation. That pause is where the magic happens. It's the space where curiosity, emotion, and connection bloom. Pausing isn't just about speaking less, it's about saying more with intention. And when mastered, it becomes a superpower that makes your words irresistible. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Yet, most of us rush to fill every silence, afraid that a pause might make us seem unprepared or disinterested. But in truth, a well-placed pause shows confidence, composure, and control. It says, "I'm not just talking, I'm thinking, and I want you to feel my words." This is where Dark Stoic Psychology comes into play, using intentional silence to create moments that stay with your partner long after the conversation ends. Think of a pause like a comma in a love letter. It gives the sentence a moment to breathe, and the reader a chance to feel its depth. In the same way, pausing allows your words to sink into your partner's heart. It's not about withholding, it's about giving your words the weight they deserve. For example, when you tell your partner, "You mean so much to me," adding a short pause before the next sentence amplifies its emotional impact. That pause gives them time to feel the depth of your words and creates an emotional resonance they won't forget. Picture a symphony. The most breathtaking moments aren't always the loud, crashing crescendos. They're the pauses in between, where the silence makes you lean in, waiting, feeling. The same applies to your conversations. When you pause before delivering a thoughtful observation or after a heartfelt compliment, you're creating a symphony of connection that keeps your partner captivated. Pausing also creates room for emotional vulnerability. Too often we rush through conversations because we fear losing momentum or being misunderstood. But when you slow down and pause, you give your partner space to process their feelings and respond authentically. Imagine your partner sharing something deeply personal, and instead of immediately jumping in with advice or reassurances, you pause, look them in the eye, and let the moment unfold. That silence says, "I'm here. I'm present. I value what you're sharing." It's in these moments that true connection is built. Let's look at how pausing works psychologically. Humans are wired to fill gaps. When you pause, your partner's brain naturally leans in, eager to complete the thought or anticipate your next words. This subtle psychological pull makes them more engaged and emotionally invested in the conversation. It's like creating a beautiful painting where the blank spaces make the colors stand out more vividly. Pausing gives your words the emphasis and clarity they need to be unforgettable. But mastering the art of pausing isn't just about what you don't say. It's about how you prepare the silence. A pause, paired with meaningful eye contact, a soft smile, or a gentle touch, can say more than words ever could. For example, when you pause after telling your partner, "I'm so proud of you," and simply hold their gaze, you're letting them feel the full depth of your admiration. That moment lingers in their memory, creating an unshakable bond. Pausing isn't limited to serious conversations. It's just as powerful in playful banter or light-hearted moments. Imagine teasing your partner with a compliment like, "You know, I've been meaning to tell you something," and then pausing with a mischievous smile. That brief silence creates intrigue, making them lean in and ask, "What?" Your pause turns a simple statement into an irresistible moment of connection. So why is this technique so irresistible? Because it shows mastery over yourself. Pausing demonstrates that you're confident enough to embrace silence, secure enough to let the moment speak for itself, and wise enough to understand the power of presence. In a world full of noise, being the calm amidst the chaos is magnetic. Your partner won't just hear you, they'll feel you. As we wrap up, let this truth sink in. The way you communicate defines the way you connect. A pause is more than just an absence of sound. It's a gift. It's a moment where your partner feels seen, valued, and deeply understood. When you pause, you're not just speaking, you're creating a space for love to flourish. Here's an affirmation to anchor this lesson. I pause with purpose, creating space for connection and understanding. Write this affirmation in the comments below and let it serve as a reminder of your power to create irresistible moments of connection. If this insight resonated with you, show your support by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. We work tirelessly to bring you life-changing lessons, and your encouragement fuels our mission to help you build the relationships you deserve. Let's grow together. Number 2. Echo their core values. What if you could say something so profoundly attuned to your partner's inner self that it felt as though you had peered into their soul? Imagine using words not just to compliment, but to reflect the very essence of who they are. This is the power of echoing their core values, a technique that doesn't just build connection, it forges an unbreakable bond. When you acknowledge and affirm the values that your partner holds closest to their heart, you're not just speaking to their mind, you're speaking directly to their soul. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." Every person lives by an internal compass of beliefs and principles, even if they aren't fully conscious of it. By recognizing and affirming these values in your partner, you become more than a lover or a companion. You become a mirror that reflects the best version of themselves. And that reflection, it's irresistible. Think of this connection like a violin string tuned to just the right pitch. When you pluck the string, it vibrates in harmony, creating a resonance that is both powerful and beautiful. Echoing your partner's core values is like tuning your words to their deepest truths. When they hear them reflected back, it feels like harmony, pure, resonant, and unforgettable. For example, let's say your partner values resilience. It's not enough to simply say, "You're strong." Instead, tie your acknowledgement to a specific moment and make it personal. The way you handled that tough situation at work was inspiring. It shows how unshakable you are, even under pressure. Suddenly, you're not just offering a compliment, you're validating a part of their identity that they hold dear. This is the magic of echoing core values. It goes beyond surface-level flattery and dives into the depths of who they are. Now, let's explore the metaphor of a lighthouse. A lighthouse doesn't create the storm or calm the seas. It simply stands steady, shining a light that guides ships to safety. When you reflect your partner's values, you're acting as their lighthouse. You remind them of who they are at their best, illuminating their path and anchoring them in moments of doubt. In a world full of chaos, being the person who sees and acknowledges their light is a gift they'll never forget. The key to mastering this technique lies in truly understanding your partner. It's not about guessing their values or making assumptions. It's about listening, observing, and engaging deeply with who they are. Pay attention to the things that make them light up, the passions they pursue, and the principles they defend. When they talk about their dreams, frustrations, or successes, they're revealing the values that shape their world. Your job is to notice and respond in a way that says, "I see you, I hear you, I value who you are." Imagine a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. Each strike of the chisel reveals the form within, but the sculptor didn't create the form, they simply uncovered it. Echoing your partner's core values is the same. You're not imposing your own ideas onto them. You're revealing the beauty and truth that's already there. When you do this, your words become an affirmation of their identity, and that kind of validation is unforgettable. Here's another example. If your partner values creativity, don't just tell them their ideas are good. Instead, reflect the impact of their creativity on the world around them. The way you approach problems is so unique. It's like watching someone paint a masterpiece with every decision they make. Notice how this moves beyond a simple compliment to a reflection of their value. It's specific, meaningful, and resonates on a deeper level. The power of echoing core values also lies in its ability to foster trust and vulnerability. When your partner feels seen for who they truly are, they're more likely to open up and share their inner world with you. This creates a feedback loop of connection, where the more you reflect their values, the more they feel understood. and the more they're drawn to you. It's a cycle of emotional intimacy that builds a foundation of love and respect. As you practice this, remember that authenticity is everything. Empty flattery or insincere remarks will break the spell. The beauty of this technique is its simplicity. It requires no grand gestures, only genuine care and attention. When you speak from a place of true admiration, your words will carry the weight of your intentions, and that's what makes them irresistible. Let's end with a thought that captures the essence of this approach. To love someone deeply is to reflect back the best of who they are. In every relationship, the words you choose can either create distance or draw you closer together. By echoing your partner's core values, you're not just speaking to them, you're connecting with the very heart of their being. So, here's an affirmation for you to carry forward. I see and honor the values that make my partner extraordinary. Write this in the comments below to anchor this practice in your life. If this resonated with you, let us know by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. We're here to help you create deeper, more meaningful connections, and your support fuels our mission to bring life-changing lessons to more people like you. Number 3. Turn compliments into visuals. Imagine this. Your partner is sitting across from you, their eyes locked on yours, and in that moment, the words you say make them feel not just appreciated, but truly understood. It's not just the compliment you give that leaves them captivated. It's how vividly and uniquely you frame it. Instead of offering the same generic praise they've heard countless times before, you paint a picture so personal, so emotionally resonant, that they can't help but replay it in their mind. This is the power of turning compliments into visuals, a technique that taps into the deepest corners of the human psyche, making your words unforgettable. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In the context of your relationship, this means your words should not just flatter, they should embody thoughtfulness and intention. Compliments that resonate aren't just about acknowledging surface traits, they are about capturing the essence of who your partner is and reflecting it back to them in a way that feels authentic and meaningful. Words alone may fade, but the imagery they evoke has the power to linger, etching itself into their emotions and memories. Think of a compliment as more than a statement. It's like planting a seed in their mind, one that grows into a vivid, blooming moment they'll carry with them. For example, instead of saying, "You're so kind," try, "Your kindness feels like sunlight breaking through a cloudy day. It makes everything brighter." By connecting your praise to a visual, you give it depth and texture, transforming it from a fleeting remark into something they can feel and see in their imagination. This technique doesn't just make them feel good in the moment, it makes your admiration unforgettable. Visual compliments work because they tap into the way our brains process memories and emotions. Studies show that we remember images and experiences far more vividly than abstract concepts or words. By tying your compliments to a visual or sensory experience, you're essentially creating a mental snapshot that your partner can revisit again and again. It's like giving them a beautiful photograph they can carry in their heart, always reminding them of how deeply you see and appreciate them. Imagine you're complimenting your partner's creativity. You could say, "You're creative," but that might feel generic, even dismissive. Now imagine instead saying, "Your creativity reminds me of an artist mixing colors on a canvas, always bold, always original, always turning the ordinary into something extraordinary." Which of these do you think will stick with them? The second not only acknowledges their talent, but creates a vivid image that highlights the uniqueness of how you see them. It's not just a compliment, it's an experience. Here's another example. Let's say you want to compliment your partner's dedication. Instead of saying, "You're so hardworking, you mai ti kan. Mai ti I say. The way you stay focused on your goals is like watching a river carve through stone, steady, unstoppable, and awe-inspiring. This imagery not only captures their effort, but also frames it as something powerful and enduring. Compliments like these make your partner feel truly seen and valued, not just for what they do, but for who they are. Metaphors are your secret weapon in creating these visual compliments. They allow you to transform a simple observation into something poetic and emotionally charged. For instance, instead of saying, "You're comforting," try, "Being with you feels like wrapping up in a warm blanket on a cold day. It's my favorite kind of safe." This kind of language draws on emotions and senses, making your words not only heard, but felt. This technique aligns perfectly with Stoic wisdom. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control: our actions, our intentions, and our words. When you craft a compliment with care and precision, you're demonstrating mastery over your communication, using it as a tool to connect and inspire. You're not just throwing out platitudes, you're building a bridge of understanding and admiration that strengthens your bond. Think of visual compliments as leaving a trail of lanterns for your partner to follow, a light that guides them back to the way you make them feel. Each compliment becomes a glowing memory, a reassurance of how deeply you see and cherish them. And over time, these moments compound, creating a relationship rooted in appreciation and emotional resonance. As we close this, remember that the power of your words is limitless when paired with intention and imagery. Compliments that paint vivid pictures aren't just words, they're gifts. They show your partner that you not only notice them, but that you take the time to articulate their unique qualities in a way that no one else does. It's this effort that makes your words irresistible and your connection unbreakable. Here's an affirmation to anchor this idea. My words are vivid, intentional, and unforgettable. They create a love that grows deeper every day. Write this in the comments below to remind yourself of the power you hold in your communication. If this insight resonated with you, show your support by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. We're pouring our hearts into creating content that transforms relationships and helps you build a love that lasts. Your support means the world to us, and together we can continue this journey toward deeper, more meaningful connections. Number 4. Infuse Stoic certainty into your words. What if you could use your words to create an unshakable bond that leaves your partner feeling grounded, secure, and irresistibly drawn to you? Imagine speaking with a calm, steady presence, so powerful that your partner sees you as the anchor in their storm, the steady hand they can always rely on. This is the essence of infusing Stoic certainty into your words, a skill that doesn't just make you memorable, but utterly irresistible. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When you communicate with Stoic certainty, you demonstrate that your emotional stability and confidence are under your control, not swayed by fleeting circumstances or insecurities. This energy is magnetic because it reassures your partner on a subconscious level. No matter what happens, you are a source of unwavering strength. Think of your words like the roots of a mighty oak tree. When a storm hits, the oak doesn't flinch. Its deep roots hold firm, providing a sense of stability in chaos. In relationships, speaking with Stoic certainty does the same for your partner. It reassures them that no matter how unpredictable life may be, your connection is grounded and secure. For instance, Instead of reacting with panic or defensiveness during a disagreement, you might say, "I hear you, and I want to work through this with you." This simple yet powerful statement shows emotional control and a willingness to face challenges together. It's not about pretending to be emotionless. It's about controlling how you express your emotions, so your partner feels supported rather than overwhelmed. Imagine you're sailing on a vast ocean. The waters may get choppy, but a lighthouse on the shore shines steady and bright, guiding you safely home. When you infuse Stoic certainty into your words, you become that lighthouse for your partner. Your presence becomes a beacon of calm, drawing them closer to you, even during life's turbulent moments. This energy creates a deep emotional resonance, one they can't help but admire and trust. The beauty of Stoic certainty lies in its quiet power. It doesn't demand attention or approval. It commands respect through its very nature. When you say something like, "No matter what we face, I know we'll figure it out together," you're not just offering words, you're offering a promise of resilience and partnership. These moments become the foundation of a connection so strong that your partner feels safe enough to be vulnerable, knowing you won't waver. The challenge lies in maintaining this certainty consistently, even when emotions run high. This is where Stoic principles become your greatest ally. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a deep breath and choose your response with intention. Your calmness will not only diffuse tension, but also elevate the respect and trust your partner feels toward you. The steadier you are in your words and actions, the more irresistible you become. When you embody Stoic certainty, you don't just speak, you lead. Your words inspire confidence, comfort, and security, creating a bond that transcends the ordinary. It's not about dominating or controlling the relationship. It's about being the calm in the storm, the unwavering force your partner can depend on. This subtle yet profound approach transforms how they see you, making them want to be closer, not just in moments of joy, but in challenges as well. You have the power to create this energy in your relationship starting today. With every word, you can demonstrate the strength of character that makes you a source of comfort and inspiration. Speak with intention, listen with empathy, and choose your words not to react, but to connect. Affirm this truth within yourself. I speak with calm certainty, and my words create trust and connection. Write this affirmation in the comments below, and let it be a declaration of your commitment to growth and deeper bonds. If this message resonated with you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your support fuels our passion for creating life-changing lessons that empower you to transform your relationships and your life. Together, we're building something extraordinary, and we're so grateful to have you with us on this journey. Number 5. Make space for their voice. What if I told you that the most captivating words you can say to your partner might actually be silence? It's not about withholding or being distant, but about making intentional space for their voice to echo and be truly heard. In a world that's constantly shouting, the rarest and most irresistible act is to genuinely listen. As Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This principle, applied with care in your relationship, creates a dynamic where your partner feels seen, valued, and irresistibly drawn to you. Imagine your relationship as a beautifully choreographed dance. When one partner takes the lead, the other has the freedom to express their movements. If both rush to lead, the harmony breaks. Giving your partner the space to share their thoughts, dreams, and even fears is like stepping back in the dance, allowing their soul to move freely. In this space, you're not just hearing words, you're uncovering their deepest truths. Think of your partner's voice as a melody in a symphony. When you pause to truly listen, you're amplifying their song, making them feel like the star performer. This act of listening isn't passive, it's an active choice to create emotional resonance. For example, instead of rushing to solve their problems or share your own story, you might say, "I'd love to hear more about how you felt in that moment." These small moments of curiosity and patience can transform your connection into something magnetic. When you let your partner speak without interruption, you're offering them a rare gift, the validation that their thoughts and feelings matter. This isn't just about communication, it's about creating a safe emotional space where love and trust thrive. Over time, this habit becomes a cornerstone of your relationship, one that draws your partner closer in ways words alone never could. Remember, the most powerful connections are built not on what we say, but on how deeply we listen. Number 6. Use their words as anchors. What if the key to deepening your relationship lies not in your words, but in theirs? Imagine speaking in a way that makes your partner feel so profoundly understood, they can't help but gravitate toward you. This is the power of using their words as anchors, a technique rooted in attentiveness and authenticity. By mirroring the exact language your partner uses to describe themselves or their experiences, you're not just talking, you're resonating on a deeper emotional level. As Epictetus wisely said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Listening carefully to your partner's words allows you to uncover the language they use to define their world. These words are more than just phrases, they're keys to their identity, emotions, and dreams. When you reflect their language back to them, it creates an undeniable connection, like harmonizing with a melody only they can sing. Picture this. Your partner describes a stressful day as overwhelming but manageable. Instead of generic empathy, you respond with, "I admire how you manage overwhelming situations with such grace." It's like handing them a mirror that shows their best self, making them feel seen, valued, and inspired. It's as if their words become a compass, guiding you directly to their heart. Using their words as anchors is like planting a tree in fertile soil. Their words are the seeds, and your reflection nurtures growth. Each conversation becomes a root that strengthens your bond, making your connection unshakable. This is not flattery. It's the art of aligning your communication with their essence, showing them that you're not just hearing, but truly listening. The beauty of this technique lies in its simplicity. It's not about memorizing scripts or overanalyzing. It's about being present, listening deeply, and letting their words guide your responses. In a world where most people speak to be heard, you'll stand out as the one who listens to understand. Remember, words that echo with intention can transform a relationship. Number 7. Create micro-mysteries. Imagine this. You're in the middle of a conversation with your partner, and you say something so intriguing that it feels like planting a spark in their mind. Hours later, they're still thinking about it, wondering, curious, drawn to you in ways they can't explain. That's the power of creating micro-mysteries, a subtle, elegant way to captivate and deepen your connection. As the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Nature gave us 1 tongue and 2 ears, so we could hear twice as much as we speak." When you master the art of saying less and leaving space for curiosity, your words gain a magnetic pull. Micro-mysteries work because they tap into one of the most fundamental aspects of human nature: curiosity. When you leave just enough unsaid, You create an irresistible sense of intrigue that keeps your partner engaged. Think of your words as breadcrumbs on a trail. Each breadcrumb is a hint, a tease, a promise of something more. Your partner follows, eager to uncover the full story. It's like reading a novel where every chapter leaves you hungry for the next. The beauty of this approach is its simplicity. Small, intentional moments of intrigue that ignite the imagination and deepen the bond between you. Picture this. You mention to your partner, "I've been working on something lately that I think you'd find fascinating," and then you let it hang. No further explanation, no immediate elaboration. Their mind begins to race. What could it be? Why haven't they shared more? You've created an invisible thread between you, one that keeps pulling them closer. It's not about being evasive or manipulative. It's about allowing their imagination to fill the gaps. Much like the stars are more dazzling when surrounded by darkness, your words shine brighter when framed with a touch of mystery. Creating micro-mysteries is like seasoning a dish. Too little, and the flavor feels incomplete. Too much, and the balance is lost. But just the right amount transforms the ordinary into something extraordinary. Consider this metaphor. Your relationship is a garden, and these micro-mysteries are the seeds you plant. Each one grows into a question, a thought, a moment that keeps them coming back, eager to see what blooms next. These small moments of intrigue add depth and dimension, making your bond feel dynamic and alive. The key to micro-mysteries is authenticity. This isn't about playing games or withholding affection. It's about intentionally creating space for curiosity to thrive. When done with genuine care, this approach builds trust and intimacy. Your partner will feel that you're not only engaging with them on a surface level, but inviting them to explore the deeper layers of who you are. As they unravel these layers, they'll feel more connected to you than ever. So, how can you start weaving micro-mysteries into your relationship? Begin by being mindful of what you share and how you share it. Don't reveal everything all at once. Let your words breathe. Leave just enough room for your partner to ask questions, to lean in, to wonder. This balance of clarity and intrigue creates a dynamic that is both exciting and irresistible. As you embrace this technique, remember, the goal is not to control, but to connect. By creating moments of curiosity, you're inviting your partner into a shared journey, one that is rich with discovery and depth. And that journey, it's one they'll never want to leave. Let's affirm this power together. I create moments of intrigue that deepen my connection. Write this affirmation in the comments below and let it guide you toward a love that is magnetic and unshakable. If this resonated with you, show your support by liking the video and subscribing to our channel. Your encouragement fuels our mission to bring you life-changing lessons and insights. Together, let's build relationships that inspire, captivate, and grow stronger every day. Number 8. Seal moments with a signature phrase. What if just one phrase could become a hallmark of your relationship, an anchor of love and connection that your partner couldn't forget? Imagine having a simple sentence so deeply meaningful that it carries the weight of your emotions and becomes a touchstone for your bond. This is the power of sealing moments with a signature phrase. In a world where words can often feel fleeting, a carefully chosen and consistently used phrase becomes a lasting imprint on your partner's heart, a gentle reminder of your presence, even in your absence. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." In the context of relationships, your words have a similar potential. The right phrase, spoken with authenticity and intention, doesn't just echo in the moment, it reverberates through the fabric of your connection. A signature phrase can become a cherished artifact of your love, a piece of emotional shorthand that tells your partner, "I see you, I value you, I love you." Picture this, a single drop of rain falling into a still lake. That drop creates ripples that expand far beyond the point of impact. Your signature phrase is like that drop. Each time you use it, you're creating waves of warmth, comfort and reassurance that ripple through your partner's soul. It's not just about the words themselves, but the consistent intention and emotion behind them. Over time, your phrase becomes a safe harbor, a place they return to in their mind whenever they think of you. A signature phrase works because it taps into the human need for familiarity and connection. Think of it as a thread woven into the fabric of your relationship, a constant presence amid the ever-changing dynamics of life. For instance, saying something like, "You know what I love about you?" followed by a thoughtful and specific observation, creates a pattern your partner comes to cherish. Each time you say it, it feels personal and intentional, a reaffirmation of the unique bond you share. Using a signature phrase also requires mindfulness and sincerity. It's not about repeating empty words or relying on a scripted line. The power of this technique lies in its authenticity. When your phrase is backed by genuine emotion and tied to the specific qualities or moments you appreciate in your partner, it becomes magnetic. Your words aren't just heard, they're felt. Imagine your signature phrase as the lighthouse in the stormy seas of daily life. No matter how busy, stressful, or chaotic things get, that phrase becomes a guiding light, reminding your partner of the depth of your connection. It reassures them that you're a steady presence, someone who will always prioritize their emotional well-being. And the beauty of this practice is its simplicity. A single phrase consistently used can leave an impression far deeper than grand gestures or elaborate declarations. So, start small, but be intentional. Choose a phrase that resonates with your relationship's essence and let it evolve naturally. Over time, it will become a symbol of your bond, a source of comfort, and a testament to your love. Remember, words spoken with intention and care have the power to shape not just moments, but entire relationships. Now, as we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on the kind of signature phrase you'd want to use in your relationship. Write this affirmation in the comments. My words are a reflection of my love, and they create an unshakable bond.